Hello, once again. We switched the scenario here, yeah, and I have my fourth guest, Anna here, because we want to address now the individual perspective. We had economical, we have legal, we have business perspective, and now we will have individual, so coming from in our inner feeling, I would say.
Of ourselves, or also from
Yeah.
the others.
Yeah. Anna Zaroda-Dąbrowska is a founder and CEO of Diversity Hub, so the organizer. So I have to listen to you, unfortunately. And please change these chairs there because it's so uncomfortable for women to sit there, really.
Okay, we will do it for you.
Thank
Especially
you.
for you.
Thank
for
you.
next year.
Because gender equality is many times it's about little things, yeah, like these chairs. Because I think that it's very good for Łukasz, who is a tall white man, so it's appropriate for your height. But for me, my legs are really paining right now. So
You have very high heels.
and not enough for this kind of chair.
Yeah,
so
I know,
still,
I know. But
yeah.
sometimes also we discuss that we need to wear high heels
Yeah.
just to be, as equal as men.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. And
But,
spend
yeah.
half an hour for makeup and etc.
That was side note.
Okay, let's not complain.
When we are talking about those little things, it's also about temperature.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's a fun
You're
fact.
always freezing, yeah?
It's
In
always
the
freezing,
office.
and corporate spaces are prepared for men.
Yeah.
Giving a lower temperature, and we women need higher to feel comfortable.
Yeah. But Anna, my life partner works for a very big company in Poland, international one. And he's also a member of the management board. So pretty high position. And obviously for me, he's also a feminist because if he weren't, I wouldn't be with him, obviously. And he really tries, but let's take it seriously right now. He really tries to promote and to support women. And they very often say, no, I don't want to. I won't handle it. Why is it?
First, I need to start with that because I saw a lot of, hesitation on our holes that we are blaming men. So the topic is not about blaming men. This is the first thing. So we really cannot do it and push all the blaming on the men's side because, to be honest, it's my personal view, but also I have the grounded perspective. That we should blame our mothers, to be honest.
It's all about the mothers. Yeah, I'm a mother of children, and
I see audience here,
Yeah.
and they are saying they agree. Yeah, that's right. So what the story I bring? It's not about men. It's about ourselves, but about ourselves as we behave as a result of some schemes. Of some results of social norms that are really, really grounded and fixed. So we are all, like I would say, victims of that. We are playing some social roles, and this is it. We see traditionally, and it's repeated and repeated in cultural messages, in politics, in history, in our social conditions, social messages, that women are caregivers and men are breadwinners. And we used to associate some traits, some features with women and men. So women are associated with care, with warmth, with a sense of security, right? With safety and bringing an atmosphere around and taking care about all the environment. And men, as a breadwinners, are referred to competitiveness, rivalization, fight, strength. They are aggressive, right? We see them as aggressive. They are referred to power, to economy, so naturally we see them on higher levels, on higher position, and this is that role, that model that becomes a norm. I know that you don't like.
No, I don't like norms. Yeah, I do not
you don't
agree
like
because I
norms?
think that we have to do something about this.
Yeah, but what I'm going to is that norm is a kind of model for us.
Yeah.
It's a thing that we are accustomed to, and we are willing to see the world like this. So, and we feel very comfortable to follow that. It's like a scheme for us to make our lives easier. And if it's so socially grounded, right? So it's very, very strong. So we cannot, get rid of this.
Why?
Yeah. Why? Because the world looks like this, and our brains are constructed this way.
Let's go to
that if we
therapy, coaching, mentoring, and
it's not so easy. So you need to send all the women, feminine population for the therapy. Also, I don't know if we have time, but I was telling you one day that to illustrate this, we can also present a story from Navajo culture. So I don't know if you know that, but in Navajo culture, there are different ways of describing rain. There is male rain, which is very strong, heavy, and brings a lot of flood, a lot of destruction, demolition. And female rain, which is very mild, which moisturizes the very, very dry soil. So it's not only our culture and our history, the influence of religion, of politics, and so on, but there are many, many different cultures, not every culture, of course, different culture when we use those schemes. So somehow we need it. And if it is so we are so exposed to that, we start internalizing that. So women use the same scheme. We are kind of victims of being judged or being seen with that perspective, but also we start seeing ourselves in that perspective. So if you are told from the very beginning that you need to be a good mother, you need to be gentle, you need to be kind, you need to sacrifice yourself for the better, I would say, values, which are, of course, children and family, sometimes your husband or partner, but usually children and family. This is the most important value in your life. So you start thinking about yourself in the same way. And this is why they withdraw from that.
Okay, but what's the solution? Maybe we can learn something from men, because why not learning from each other? Yeah, I have heard that we don't believe in ourselves. We don't ask for raises. We discussed it during the previous discussion. We don't apply. We women don't apply for jobs until they meet 10 out of 10 criteria, while men can meet only 3 or 4, and they are applying. So I still have a feeling that we don't want to take so much risk than men.
Well, again, I'm really not against women.
No,
but sometimes I think that
you are in favor. Against.
Yeah, no, but I really don't want to, be on any side. But we really need to give right to choose. So not every woman is prone to make a career, to advance. There are many, I know a lot of them, who really want to have a family, have a very calm life, without any challenges, in the comfort zone.
And that's okay.
Yeah, and that's okay, that's fine. So we need to focus on those who have, but are afraid of, or don't feel strong enough to do so, or maybe they perceive those positions, those jobs, as completely not matching their competences, their abilities, or they don't deserve, right? How to do it? It's not so easy to say. As you said, we should send a lot of us to therapy.
Then coaching, then mentoring.
Yeah, coaching and mentoring are really, really successful ways of working with ourselves.
No, I'm joking. I know that not everyone can afford it.
Yeah, of course. But also posing a question, what we can learn from men is not so easy to answer because, men are different than us and behave differently and build relations differently and also create a working environment and their responsibility for career completely differently. So if we see ourselves as different, we cannot, apply so easily those, I would say, ways or methods or strategies. It would be like if we were to say to women, okay, now raise a hand. What is the problem? Why don't you ask for a job? It's not a problem. Smile if you're not happy. It's not a problem. So it's not so easy, right? We need to think about really what are the barriers, what is the perception, how what really holds women back to raising that hand. And these are really multiple factors outside and inside, not only in our perception, but also in structural barriers, societal barriers, their specific life situation, and so on. Stereotypes and stereotype threat, as I mentioned before, that we are also victims of the stereotypes. If we are exposed very, very strongly on some specific stereotype, and gender is, of course, a huge field for stereotyping, so we somehow start seeing ourselves and behaving just to follow that stereotype. So this is it. And it's not easy to, find a successful intervention.
But I hope that for our children, the future looks much better because we are behaving differently than our parents. Yeah, let's not blame only mothers, please.
No, it's not only. Of course, it was like a provocative thought for the beginning, just to catch the attention of our audience, and I saw a quite successful one.
Yeah.
Okay, I really think that observing the way how we work with our children, what is the message we send them. You have daughter, one or
and
more?
son.
And son. I have 2 sons, so we really try to work with them, educate them, and give them the example.
Exactly,
So,
being role models.
This is it. For sure, we are coming to strategies. So role modeling is one of the strategies, yes, and your experience also. So if you work with people who are out of that model, of that scheme we mentioned about before, then you have a chance to get out from the stereotype, because it will be comfortable for you to face with something which is not in that scheme, which is not the norm, I would say. So role modeling by ourselves, giving the example to our children, letting them see a mother as an active woman, as a woman who brings money home, who can have her own space to
her own life,
her own life, and her own space to take the decisions on herself, right? About development, independence, about maybe hobbies, how she spends time, and so on and so forth. Also about the motherhood. This is also the area of choice. It should be, but sometimes for us, it's not the area of choice. It's like, a must. It's also societal.
Thank you, Anna.